What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 188 of the Rise to Glory here at Gibraltar Apex, and today I have for you guys a Champions League doubleheader. We have to make amends. If you didn't watch last episode, go check it out. It was a humbling defeat at home against Manchester United. 3-2 that game finished. We need to set the record straight today. We have to step up in this match. And CSKA Moscow away from home is definitely going to be a challenge for us. Today we'll have the game against CSKA. We'll also have the game against Zagreb. Two big games. Since the last episode, just one match to tell you guys about. It was a 3-0 win against College Europa. A really good result there. And well, if we look at the kind of team lineup for today's game, we have a fully fit squad, and that's a very nice kind of thing to be able to say. Of course, against United, we were missing Moscow, we were missing Duz, definitely two of our big strikers. Today they're back. We also have a variety of players on the bench, including Vincinius, who definitely made a name for himself with the goal he scored against United. One of the best in the series. And, well, you look at the bench as a whole, it's full of some talented players, and I'm hoping that today we can step up. Of course, this is going to be a double header. There's not a lot to talk about since the last episode. Shall we crack on into this? Let's step up. In the first game, CSKA Moscow drew against Zagreb. I expect us to beat both CSKA and Zagreb. For today's game, obviously, fully fit side. Duz back in the squad, which is always nice. CSKA playing a 4-4-1-1. Going to try and encourage the players here, though. We need to step it up. We're the favourites to win the Champions League. Yes, we lost our opening game against one of the best teams in the world in Manchester United, who, of course, we met in the quarterfinals last year. But that's no excuse for not getting out the group as a whole with the teams alongside us. We need to step it up. We need to take our play to the next level, and that's what we're going to try and, well, do today against CSKA Moscow. We're away from home, though, which I do feel like makes things a little bit more tricky for us. 10 minutes gone. We're on the attack here. Duz, options in the middle. Can he cross it in? Girard, back to goal. Moscow stopped away by the keeper. A really nice save, to be fair to him. Second ball in. Cleared away initially, but can we have a second chance here? Girard not able to do anything there with it as the ball will go clear. But so far it's okay. It's okay. It's an encouraging start, but we need to remain defensively strong as Moscow makes a good tackle. And now it's up to Girard. Big Moscow, not mini Moscow in the centre. Kabasele, can he get the ball in? To Duz, who was out injured. He passes it. Moscow. Beautiful goal there. Kabasele with the assist. Moscow's second goal of the season. We get the first blood in this game. We go 1-0 up, and you'd have to say deservedly so. We've created a lot of chances. Wasn't a clear-cut chance there, but it was a nicely poised opportunity. Kabasele and Duz linking up nicely. A deflected pass actually there that fell kindly into the path. And Moscow just nodding it in. 6 yards out, uncontested in the air. I mean, you'd back him to score from that kind of situation, and he's done just that for us, has the advance forward. So 1-0 up. Looking at the team as a whole, good performance. Mini Moscow not having the greatest game. Kabasele and Gaiganov on bookings. Worth keeping an eye on that. Kabasele, he's got a reputation for playing a little bit dirty at times, but he did get that assist for us, and he's on the ball again here. Pulls it to the edge of the box. Back to him. Ball in. Moscow heads it against the crossbar. You would have put your house on him to score there. Like a yard out, if that. Unfortunately for us, doesn't work out in our favour. But we're 1-0 up. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy though. I want them to continue to be motivated. I need to try and cheer up Kabasele if I can. He looks confused. Well, that's better than being upset with me, I guess. I always feel like the idea that a player would be confused after a team talk is just a little bit odd in FM, because I don't feel like a player would ever be like genuinely puzzled by a team talk. But apparently Kabasele is today. He's had a good game so far. United 2-1 up. We need to defend this set piece. We do clear it. But CSKA Moscow with a few men committed forward here. But Mini Moscow goes through the back of his man. That was a... oh, God. Okay. He's been given a straight red. Oh, dear. Should we... I wanna have a look at it on the close camera if we can. How bad was this tackle? How bad was this tackle by Mini Moscow? I guess we have to make our tactical change first. I'm going to have to take off. I'm going to take off Duz, and we're going to drop in another centre mid. And I'm going to bring in Thiago actually to play there. He's a good defensive midfielder. So we'll do that. But I want to quickly take a look at how bad was this foul by Mini Moscow, because it looked a little bit kind of inconspicuous, but he's got behind his man. What's he done here? Oh my gosh, why would you do that? Why would you do that, Mini Mosca? You can look upset all you want and march off the pitch. That was a disgusting tackle. Deserved to go. Reckless, two-footed from behind. And well, we now have a weather to storm in what remains of this game. We're going to stick with our system that's worked fairly well for us. 10 minutes left. You wouldn't know that we're a man down. It's not like CSKA Moscow really kicked on in this game. United go 3-1 up. Not a lot of time left. This could be a late chance though. The ball in. It's cleared away. Can we deal with the ball? The secretary of asking. Assad gets it clear. Now with Gaiganov. Big ball up to Moscow. Can he thread for his man? He can. Sebastian Girard. He should score this. He doesn't score it. That would have put the game beyond doubt. 2 minutes of added time left. Fortunately for us, it doesn't look like that miss by Girard is going to haunt us. It's not. We win 1-0. It's not convincing, but it is 3 points whilst being a man down for a large spell of the second half. Not a classic by any means, but it's a good initial result. The last half an hour, a little bit of squeaky bum time, but really CSKA Moscow didn't create too much in that game. Either way, guys, we're going to get straight into the next game. That's going to be against Dynamo Zagreb. It's at home. It's a big game for us. It's in just a few weeks' time. Stick around, and yeah, we'll be back with that game in just a second. Okay guys, so we are back here for the second game of today's episode. We're taking on Dynamo Zagreb. Of course, we won our last game. We need another win here, really. Zagreb, the lowest seeded team in the group. They had to qualify, through the Champions playoffs. And today, we really want to show them who's boss. Hopefully help out our goal difference a little bit. You'll notice, of course, it is now October. Since the last episode, we played a few league games. We did also have an international break. So in the league, we beat Magpies and Lynx 3-0 and 6-0. Pretty convincing results there. And in Gibraltar with the national team, we had 2 games. One was in the European League, kind of the friendly league. Another was a friendly. The reason I decided not to do this international break as a live comment is because the next international break, which is only a few weeks away now actually, is against Belgium and Turkey. And I think we'll do that as a double header. That will really be where our European Friendly League kind of placement comes to a climax. The win against Turkey is a good little result. And it does help us out a little bit. We played fairly well in this game. Mosca and Bay with the important goals. We didn't have so much of the ball, but with the way that we play on the counter, that's hardly surprising. Perhaps a little bit of interesting stuff to note is the fact that Turkey actually drew with Belgium, as you can see here, back in September. And as a result, that leaves things pretty finely balanced at the top. A win against Turkey for us in our last game against them, and a win against Belgium would see us top the group. So despite the fact we lost to Belgium, we still have hope. It's going to be tough for us. Really, the aim is to finish above Turkey, and we can do that by beating Turkey in the second game that we have in that November international break. But regardless, we're in an okay position. 2 games played, 1 win, 1 loss. Really, the aim here is to just try and hold down this Division A kind of placement and be in the top flight of the Friendly League. But no, it's going okay at the moment. So anyway, let's get into today's game against Zagreb. In terms of team news, there is a little bit of news. And that news is that Kabasele is out injured and Mosca, of course, out with a suspension because he's a very naughty boy. Vincinius is really struggling today, so I'm going to have to drop him to the bench. As you saw then, my assistant really wanted to play him. I feel like in the defensive midfielder department, Ella's probably our best bet there. We do have Thiago, but I feel like against Zagreb, we're not going to be struggling too much. It's a good opportunity to give someone like Ella a chance kind of to flex his muscles and show us kind of what he's made of, I guess. So we're going to do that there. At the back, I think we're going to play Junior ahead of Villalba. Of course, we have Villalba who can play left-back, the 28-year-old, a good left-back, really. But Junior, the Brazilian, a player who's really come out into his own, only 20 years old. He developed a lot whilst he was away on loan last year in Liga and playing for Bordeaux. He also developed well when he went on loan to Sao Paulo. And, well, this year is really his year of reckoning in terms of breaking into the first team. And we're going to give him a chance to do just that today. So Ella and Junior coming in. And they are, of course, in replacement of Mini Mosca and Kabasele. On the bench, we've got a few options. Veronese, who just made his international debut for Italy, age 21, the goalkeeper, an option for us. We've still got Villalba, Juan, Glenn Andre, Vincinius, Gilvan and Espinosa. So plenty of options waiting in the wings. I expect us to win this game without too much trouble. Hopefully we can give the performance that I'm hoping for and that the team should be expecting from themselves. Looking at how Zagreb are playing, they're actually playing a 5-3-2 with wing-backs. The 3 centre-backs could cause us a few problems. I imagine they're going to play fairly defensively in this game, so it's going to be very much up to us to break them down. Hopefully we can give a better defensive performance than the one we gave against Manchester United. Obviously the game against CSKA Moscow, not entirely convincing, but we did what we needed to. And if we can do that again today, I'll be happy enough. Anyway, we're on the ball here. Lawal intercepted, but Dominic Eller to Girard. Can he pull it back? He can. It might be an own goal. It's not an own goal. It's a Moscow goal. Atrocious defending by Zagreb. And well, 1 minute... Well, not 1 minute. 3 minutes in, 1-0, the scoreline. It's our first shot of the game. Some nice build-up play. The ball by Eller there to Girard really opened them up. Girard pulls it back. Defender hits it against Luis Paulo in goal. And Mosca is just alive and ready to the threat. He taps it in. It's an easy goal for him. We do now need to defend the set piece though. Headed away nicely. Now can we counter? Volsky up to Mosca. Men surging on ahead here. Mosca, what a run this is. Inside to Volsky. Options on ahead. Dudes, can he finish it? Of course he can. 2-0. 7 minutes gone. What a response this has been. Of course, losing to United, less than ideal in that opening game. Against CSKA Moscow, it was okay. 1-0, we got the win. This game is a game where we can be all about the confidence. We need to build up that confidence, get some self-belief going. It's worth noting our next Champions League game will be against Zagreb, which obviously off the back of this kind of result, or at least the way this game's going at the moment, you'd expect us to win. We can't get too carried away here. This game, there's still time for Zagreb to get into it. I mean, there's only 20 minutes gone, but looking at the stats early on, we've been the better team, and we're looking pretty good for our lead right now, as Gaiganov has it in right back. Can he bring it forward? Can he beat his man? Can he pull it in? He can. Mosca is there. It's a delightful ball in. It's a delightful finish into that corridor of uncertainty. The keeper wasn't sure if the defenders were going to have the cross. Mosca wanted it, and he was sure he was going to be the man to get it. The arms raised by the defenders there for offside, but Mosca timed his run to perfection. 3-0, 20 minutes gone. Been a very, very clinical display so far. The display of champions, you'd say. This is the kind of performance that we need to give. We're on the attack as well. Loral back to Mustafa. Ball back in. Assad pulls it to Mustafa, the centre-back. He's not going to strike it from there, Shelley. Doozes, though, makes it 4-0. 25 minutes gone. Getting a little bit embarrassing, perhaps, for Zagreb right now. We knew that this was going to be an easier game. Brought in a few of our younger players in Dominic Eller and Junior. And, well, it's panning out as I would have dreamt. We're 4-0 up after 25 minutes. We've looked very, very strong. The players have responded well to that defeat against Manchester United. They've responded well to what, in some ways, was an underwhelming win against CSKA Moscow. We had that international break. They went away, collected their thoughts, had a few league games to build up some confidence against Lynx and Magpies. And today, we're just giving another exceptional performance, really. 4-0 it's going to be at half-time. Pretty faultless performance thus far. Zagreb, 2 shots to their name. They've yet to hit a shot on target. I mean, that's how good we've been. We've been in control of this game. They've had 60% of the ball, but they're just not having it in any kind of dangerous areas for us. We're just dealing with the ball when they have it. We're happy to let them have the ball when they commit men forward in this kind of game, especially when they need to chase it, really, to get anything. And we're just exposing the gaps and the cracks in behind. And, well, let's hope we can maintain it as Gaiganov has the ball. Gives it to Dominic Eller, to Junior. The youngster, pass it inside to Girard. Was that a foul? It was a foul. It's going to be Mosca to take the penalty. I believe he's looking for his hat-trick, unless he already has it. I'm pretty sure this is for the hat-trick. Number 9, Mosca steps up. He scores it. It is his hat-trick. It's 5-0. It's been a confident display by the entire team, and that penalty, really, the cherry on top of the cake. It's game over. If it wasn't game over at 4-0, 5-0 now, only an hour gone. Perhaps some time for a few more goals. It feels like this is perhaps the right kind of game just to bring on a few players like Espinoza and give them a run out. We'll take off Mosca. He's got his hat-trick. Girard can come off for Vincinius. And we'll bring in Dominic Eller as well for Volsky, I think. Obviously, all those players who I'm taking off, they've performed very well today. Let's give the youngsters half an hour just to go and have some fun out there. No real pressure on their shoulders. They can be quite expressive with their football. And games like this, when you can afford to bring on 3 kind of players under the age of 20 and you've already got a few youngsters already on the pitch, it's always good for their development. It gives them an experience of football at a higher level. Anyway, looking here, Manchester United 2-0 up against CSKA, just scored 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes there for them. This it's now 3. They're running rampant in that game, it would seem. 5-0 it's going to finish here. We definitely took our foot off the gas a little bit in the second half, but we didn't need to worry about the game too much. We were in control for so much of it. And, well, 5-0 it finishes here at the Space Park. Zagreb absolutely destroyed. And of course, they now have the lovely task and the lovely thought of knowing that next game in this competition, it's going to be us visiting them. And well, they are going to have to try and set the record straight, I think it's fair to say. An excellent result there, 5-0. The fans are loving it. I'm loving it. Great way to bounce back this episode after 2 disappointing defeats in our first 2 live commed games of the season. The next game against Zagreb is in mid-November. We then do also have the second and third games of the kind of second half of the group stage against Manchester United and CSKA Moscow towards the end of November. So that Zagreb game will be a one-off live com, I do believe, because then it'll be the international break. When is the international? Let's check. Let's check our dates real quick. So international break is the 12th and 16th of November. Where does that sit? That sits after the Zagreb game. Maybe I won't live com the Zagreb game then. I think what we'll do is we'll do next episode a live com of the international games, and then next episode will be a live com of Manchester United, and if we need to, it'll also be the live com of CSKA Moscow to wrap up the group stage. So anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, a like would be super appreciated. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. And other than that, thank you so much for watching as always. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.